Chaos, name-calling and violence is what marred this special sitting of the National Assembly that was called to consider changes to the political party's amendment bill. Now, members of parliament allied to the UDA party used every trick in the book to stall the processing of the amendments, members voting only on 3 proposed changes in 8 hours. And Sam Gituku, who begins our broadcast this evening with a comprehensive report of how both sides literally fought for an opportunity to sway the contest on the floor of the House.
The scenes this afternoon of the august House, a house of honourable members looking for all the tricks to push their agenda. Sitting in a special sitting that took special skill to settle scores. It had been 5 hours and only 2 amendments had been processed, splitting the House into mainly UDA party supporters versus those allied to President Kenyatta and ODM's Raila Odinga. Kandara MP Alice Wahome had moved an amendment to scrap a proposed clause that seeks to entrench the management of coalition political parties. And before she could make her case, the contest was on.
They lost in 2013, they lost in 2017, they lost in the BBI, they will lose 2022 because of this bravado.
Leader of Majority Amos Kemunya would rise to oppose Wahome's proposal to acquire of disaffection.
Order members.
I've done it before. But
Order.
in the meantime,
Order members.
are we supposed to dance? Look on us go.
A house in chaos, forcing the committee's session chair, Luanda MP Chris Omulele, to rise to the occasion. His threats to take action against the now rowdy members fell on unbothered members.
If you don't listen to me, I will have to order that you are out of order.
When he put the question of Wahome's proposed amendment, it wasn't clear what side had the numbers, forcing the House to move into voting.
Will as members of that opinion say aye? Will as members of a contrary opinion say nay?
This time, Garissa Town MP Aden Duale had challenged an earlier formula to have members vote by registering their names. Chairman Omulele agreed that members vote by signing against the list of their names. This was just a few minutes before it turned physical. A house in disarray left Omulele with few options, forcing him to suspend the sitting for 15 minutes, and when it resumed, Minority Leader John Mbadi was chased from the House for 5 days. He was accused of harming Sigowetsoin MP Bernard Kipsengeret.
Mr. Speaker, I've been attacked in this House by the master of violence in this House, Mr. Speaker. Now I can't see, I can't vote. I have a right to vote in this House, Mr. Speaker. We cannot accept.
I direct that he goes to hospital. There will be directions to be given after he has received treatment.
And so the House proceeded to vote on Wahome's proposal and defeated it with 158 votes against 134.
Madam Speaker, we want to identify a congregation by colours.
Earlier, Tigania West MP John Mutunga succeeded in pushing an amendment to require political parties to declare their dominant colour before registration. He garnered 123 votes against 118, forcing the movers of the bill their first and only defeat of the day.
118.
Just resume your seats.
Garissa Town MP Aden Duale's proposal to delete a clause that requires political parties to declare their ideology before registration lost with 150 votes against 136. Several proposed amendments by MPs John Kiarie, Kimani Ichung'wah and Owen Baya were dropped by the Speaker on grounds they sought to alter the main structure of the bill, yet they had not been taken through public participation. The House is yet to conclude processing most of the amendments, having only considered 3 clauses out of 27. This may force Speaker Justin Muturi to call another special sitting in the coming days. Sam Gituku, TV, Nairobi.